Hello, my name is Pip Brennan. I'm from the Cooby Community Association. Some of you may know that we held a community conversation on the 22nd of June and we talked about our shopping centre. This video has been created just to provide a bit of information for everybody, both those who were there and those who weren't there, about what we talked about and some more information about our shopping centre. So we spent a fair bit of time talking about the Cooby Shopping Centre, where you can see that red line in the car park. That's sort of the area, the old TAB that we're going to talk about a bit more. That's what we spent a bit of time talking about. We did talk about the whole shopping precinct as well, but some of the conversation, the next couple of slides, is talking about this particular area. So here's a few facts about the Cooby Shopping Centre. Every shop is individually owned. So in order to get any decision passed, everyone has to agree. There is a Strata Company Association, and the newsagent Martin Dawkins is the chair. So his family have had a shop there for 35 plus years, and he's in the bottom right-hand corner picture. Some of the owners do not live in Australia, unlike Martin, and they can be hard to contact. In the top right is Marilyn Watts. She's the Strata manager, and her remit is only the common areas. So just to go back to the slide, it's the car park up to that red line, and the common areas in the shopping centre. Marilyn is really quite an inspirational woman, and even though she doesn't live in Cooby, she really gets to what Cooby's about, and she's a really passionate advocate for our suburb. So Marilyn oversaw a 2.1 program of works to upgrade the shopping centre over the last 3 years. Some of that work was actually more about bringing it up to, the right standards. There has been, sometime, needed to have some extra investment to make it up to scratch. But the owners, all those individual owners, have to pay that off. There were a lot more ideas, but they couldn't all be finished. And given the demise of the IGA, there are now limited funds left. We all still want to make things better in Cooby, but how can the Cooby community help to make our shopping centre better? That was what we spent time talking about. So we had a conversation about, it was 2026, 5 years into the future, the centre of Cooby is exactly how we want it to be, and what can you see, touch, taste, smell and hear. So we came up with this. In 2025, the shopping centre precinct is the beating heart of the Cooby community. Walking between supermarkets, community-based produce markets, cafes and local businesses, you enjoy the shade of established trees that watch over outdoor settings and bike racks. You smile at public art as you move easily between well-connected and safe footpaths, and hear laughter from the community garden, tool library and youth drop-in spaces. You're tempted by a great coffee or cold drink from the al fresco cafe or small bar, and as you tie up your pooch at the doggy station and smell the collision of Australian bush scents with freshly cooked fish and chips. You often hear people saying Cooby is really doing something outside the box here. When you're at the shopping centre precinct, you feel proud, safe and connected to your community. It's the Cooby heart after all. So we talked about some of the things we could do to get towards that vision 5 years into the future. So one of them was running the regular craft and flea market. So we ran that the last Saturday of the month in front of the old IGA, and we decided we would trial having a stall of fruit and veggies there just to test the market. We talked about creating a space for young people and having something for them to do. That big picture on the left is the Coburn Youth Centre sign, which is right next to the Cooby skate park. So really, it's the sort of things that young people want to do, but they have to catch a couple of buses to get to Coburn to do that. We wanted to see, can we not offer them something in the actual Cooby shops? We talked about running workshops and creating public art in the shopping centre building. We talked about getting some street art out the front of the shops, and the longer term goal was setting up a cooperative supermarket in the old IGA to run, 7 days a week and have the really great fresh produce. So this is our plan on a page. So you can see that we're calling this Cooby Heart, a community action plan for the Cooby shopping precinct. So the shorter term goals in the top line, 2019 to 20, expand the craft and flea market to include the fresh produce and a food sharing zone, trial a youth drop-in space at an unused store in partnership with a youth non-profit org, run a public art class and project with community-owned shopping centre building. The longer term, that second row for 2021 to 25, installing outdoor public spaces including seating, dog stations and footpath art, establish a community garden, shed and tool library behind the TAB, and support a community cooperative produce market at the old RGA. So that's, as I say, that's that long-term vision. So we had a special guest at our community conversation. That's this guy, Dean Cracknell. He's from Town Team. The Town Team movement is a not-for-profit organisation which helps suburbs to create the sort of places that they really want to live in. Brings together residents, local governments and business and landowners to create the sort of places that we want. So we all really feel like we need to come together in order to create the Cooby Heart that we want. So, do you want to be part of the Cooby Heart Action Plan? This is really early days and we'd love you to consider being part of it. So you can follow our Facebook page. You can go to our website. On the front page of our website, you can actually click on a link and you can join our email list. If you want to come and have a chat to us, we're on the stall from 8 to 11 a.m. at the Craft and Flea Market. So that's the last Saturday of the month at the Cooby shops in front of the old IGA. Just drop in and come and see us. Or you can always email us at coobyca@gmail.com. We'd love for you to share in this